this is Ish, and today I want to talk to you about how meditation can help you make you better at life. So, I was really recently inspired to make this talk after noticing the effects and benefits that meditation has had on my life outside the cushion. And I was recently reading a really great book by Shinzen Young, and the book is called The Science of Enlightenment, and I highly recommend it. And in this book, he talks about the qualities that meditation develops within your practice and also off your cushion as well. And these qualities are concentration, discernment, equanimity, and then as a bonus, calm. So you'll notice that every worthwhile spiritual practice or discipline has these qualities and develops these qualities within you. So let's just take Vipassana meditation as an example. So in Vipassana, you're focusing on bringing your awareness from everything around you to one singular point within your body, and you're training your mind to bring your concentration back to this specific point over and over again, and this develops your concentration. And then the second quality that it develops is discernment, which is basically noticing the differences between different sensations within your body, and you're also becoming more and more mindful of your responses and different things within yourself and how you are unenlightening yourself, right? And that's discernment, because you're essentially taking a view of detachment, and you're able to detach yourself from the flurry of emotions or sensations within your body. And also, Vipassana trains you to develop equanimity, which is being okay with whatever that's going around you. So this is feeling okay with good sensations in your body and also bad sensations. So whenever you have an ache or this feeling that doesn't feel good, you just notice it without any kind of judgment, just observation. And you can also look at another practice like Zen meditation, and the same qualities apply where you're, concentrating your mind. And even the Shikantaza style of meditation, where you're not essentially focusing on anything, there's an immense amount of concentration developed within that. And you're also focusing on discernment, so you are focusing on where you're being unenlightened. So koans are very good at this, where in the Zen tradition you have different poems or riddles which help you get out of your mind and your habitual thought patterns. And lastly, again, is equanimity and also calm as well. So you'll find that in Zen style of meditations, they're very focused on posture. So you're going to be sitting upright and you can't move. So even if your knees are aching and you feel like fidgeting, you're trained not to. So you're being essentially training yourself to be okay with discomfort, right? And I can go on and on about different practices that embody this, such as yoga and other practices as well, but these same principles apply. So let's see how these qualities can really impact your life. So for me personally, I found that these qualities of concentration, discernment, equanimity, and calm have definitely improved over the years of my meditation practice and has affected different parts of my life. And one example is work. So as my day job, I work as a recruiter. So basically I call different people up on the phone and try to see whether they'd be a good fit for a certain position that I'm hiring for. So I recently started a new recruiting job, and I've noticed that my ability to perform well in the job has improved a lot since my previous recruiting role. And if you look on paper, nothing has really changed since my last recruiting role and the one that I have now. So I'm essentially using the same tools and doing the same things. But I found that because of the qualities developed in meditation, I'm able to do a lot better. So for example, I'm able to concentrate my mind. And as a result of doing this, of having high levels of concentration, I'm able to get more work done in less time. So that's obviously an added benefit. And discernment is also, I'm able to kind of piece together how I am failing and doing things that are unproductive, because I can now train and I have a more self-awareness, essentially. And then also with the qualities of equanimity and calm, with certain jobs where things are just out of your control and things go bad, like sales or recruiting or anything that you have where things are bound to go wrong and things that are outside your control, well, then I have a better response to that. So in the past, if I submitted a great candidate and for whatever reason they weren't a good fit, so let's just say they found another job or the job closed and they weren't a fit, then I would be pretty upset and I'd be disappointed and it'd be a setback, which would impact me for, let's just say, a couple hours. Well, now if that happens, I would only feel slightly frustrated, but I'm able to choose a better response, and the gravity or impact of that setback doesn't affect me as much. So you can see how this practice of meditation can allow me to stay resilient and also stay very productive and focused. And just to touch upon the second quality a bit more of discernment, you can see how self-study and exploration of how you function and how you are basically unenlightening yourself. You can see how you can do that. Well, that is a lot helpful in all aspects of your life, because if you really think about how much you can accomplish if you don't have self-limiting beliefs or how you're self-sabotaging yourself, and this will actually allow you to perform better without not shooting yourself in the foot, essentially. So I gave you an example for work, and this practice of meditation can help you in other aspects of your life. So if you take relationships, meditation can help you become more present in that. So this is not only romantic relationships, but also social relationships as well. Because if you think about it, you're very mindful and aware, and you tend to bring more undivided attention to the person that you're talking to, which is always a great thing. And especially nowadays, people tend to be checking their phones all the time. You might be having dinner with someone and they're on their phones or checking their emails or social media. And meditation will teach you to bring all your awareness. So even if you're with someone and tend to just have a distracted mind, the other person can sense and feel that. So meditation allows you to become very focused and be with the person 100%. And that's always a great thing. And if you practice something like loving kindness, where you're extending compassion and love out to other people, this will make you more compassionate and more empathetic as a human being. And another added benefit of meditation is you're able to understand how your ego functions and what usually triggers you and what makes you feel more heavy and constricted rather than being very open and aware. So you come to a relationship or friendship with less baggage. And that's always very attractive, because I don't know if you've ever been around a lot of negative people, and that tends to bring your energy down when they're always complaining or feeling very like they act like a victim, or they are stuck in their own ego patterns. So the practice of meditation will help you detach from that. And then if we look at another field such as sports, we can see how meditation can help you with that, namely the concentration part, the equanimity part, and calm. And meditation allows you to have a greater mind-body connection. So if you're practicing a technique of meditation where you're focusing on the inner sensations, you're very much aware of your body. That can help you in sports a lot with the mind-body connection. And then also you'll tend to fumble less under pressure, because oftentimes you have these very peak experiences where there's a lot of high stakes experiences where you have a lot of pressure involved and you have to perform. And a lot of people end up like tripping up on themselves and become very nervous. But meditation makes you a bit more calm and able to just act in a spontaneous response. So it'll make you very good in high pressure situations. And also with meditation, you're able to tap into the flow state a lot easier. And this is the period of just being completely within your zone and you're not thinking, and you're able to just completely act in a high performance situation. And another field I want to talk about is art. So I've also talked in a different talk on how meditation makes you more creative. So typically in your sitting in your meditation practice, you'll have all these really great and inspiring ideas just pop out of nowhere. And meditation can really foster a period of an atmosphere of creativity. And this will obviously help any kind of artist or musician or someone who's in a creative field, because you can come up with new possibilities on your cushion. And I'll also give you a controversial example of how meditation can make you better in all aspects, even the bad parts of your life. So if you choose to drink alcohol, that's one thing where meditation can actually help you. And obviously meditation and alcohol don't really mix, because alcohol doesn't really help your spiritual life. But if you do decide to drink, I have a more balanced approach on that. And it can actually make you more mindful and enjoy the experience of drinking. And you'll typically notice that when some people get very drunk or intoxicated, all these like negative ego baggages just come up out of the blue. You've heard of like the angry drunk, or someone who gets really drunk and they just cry about their problems. Well, with meditation, it'll actually help you enjoy the feeling of being buzzed, but not have all these excess baggage come up. So in a way, they can actually help you with that. And there was actually a 11th or 12th century monk named Ikkyu, and he was a Zen monk, and he was known to be enlightened, but he also used to drink a lot too. So that's just one example out there. But the main point I'm trying to make is that meditation will help you become better in all aspects because it reduces the intensity of negative situations in your life because you're training yourself to become bring equanimity to everything around you. And at the same time, it allows you to enjoy the good experiences in your life because you focus on it and it grows. So meditation is like a container where you can program very good beliefs if you choose to. But if not, if you still have the bad habits in place, you'll tend to enjoy that too, but it's better to program some good beliefs. So this is why it's also helpful to add some positive actions like gratitude lists and law of attraction techniques such as visualizations. So you are on the up and up in life. So I hope this helps and inspires you to continue your practice of meditation. And just as a recap, among many different qualities that meditation develops, the main things that Shinzen Young and what I also believe in as well is that meditation develops your concentration, it develops your discernment, it develops equanimity, and then as a byproduct of your practice, it also develops calm. And these are all very good practices and qualities that affect not just your meditation sitting on the cushion, but it also affects all areas in your life. And if you bring these specific qualities in all activities, it makes you better at that. So I hope this helps. Thank you.